Okay, hello IP4. Now, you might be a little bit surprised to be seeing my face. I must tell you that teacher Aaron has left Pattaya Udom Suksa. He will not be teaching in our school next year. So you'll have a new English teacher, and a little bit of a change for me, I'll be your new English teacher. So next year, I will be teaching IP4, IP5, and IP6. So there'll be a new IP3 teacher, and I will be teaching English to grades 4, 5, and 6. So if you thought that you were free from me, tough luck. I'll be teaching you again next year. Okay. So I hope that you're all doing well. I know it's been a long time since you've been in school. And I know that it might be a bit frustrating not being able to see your friends, to go out and do things. But I hope that you're all doing okay. I hope that you're not spending too much of your time playing video games, watching TV, eating horrible foods. I know I've been doing all those things, but I hope that you're not. So, today we are going to begin our first summer review. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to be recording these videos, giving you some worksheets to do, and we're going to review the things that you did last year in IP4. Now I know that you're going into IP5 next year, but during these videos, I'm still going to be calling you IP4 because we're reviewing IP4 stuff. So, what we're going to do today, we're going to review the first chapter that you did in English. We're going to be studying the things mainly that you did in semester 1 with teacher Phil and teacher Aaron. We're going to remind ourselves of these topics. We're going to get back to doing some work because I know it's been a long time since you've studied. And hopefully we'll get back into a routine, and when we come back to school in a few weeks' time, you'll be ready to go. So what we're doing today, we're going to review the first chapter that you did in IP4 back when teacher Phil was still teaching you English. We're going to review the sentence. So something very easy, something that hopefully you all remember. And first lesson that we're going to do, what is a sentence? So I want you all to try to remember what sentences are. Okay, you should know that a sentence is a group of words that tells a complete thought. So things like tomorrow is Saturday, my favorite food is pizza, William Shakespeare wrote lots of famous plays. These are all examples of sentences. You see sentences every day. Almost everything that people say is a sentence. So that's very basic, very easy. But we're going to be a bit more technical than that. You should know that a sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate. So before I move on, I want you to remind yourselves, what is the subject of a sentence? What is the predicate of a sentence? Okay, so you should know that the subject tells who or what the sentence is about. So, who, of course, we mean people. So, if you see at the start of a sentence a person, then that is the subject of the sentence. Again, what, we're talking about places, talking about things, talking about animals. If the sentence is about a person, or a place, or a thing, or an animal, then that is the subject. So usually when we're finding the subject of a sentence, we'll be looking for a noun, but of course we could also be looking for a pronoun, because pronouns replace nouns in a sentence. So we're looking for words that mean who or what the sentence is about. Now I'm going to read some sentences to you, then I'm going to give you a few seconds, and I want you in your head to think, who or what is this sentence telling me about? So, a tall boy runs. A tall boy runs. Can you see who or what that sentence is about. So what is the subject of that sentence? I'm going to give you a few seconds and then I'll tell you the answer. Okay, that sentence is about a tall boy, telling you about a tall boy. Okay, next one. The talented painter painted a beautiful picture. The talented painter painted a beautiful picture. Who or what is that sentence telling you about? Okay. The sentence is telling you about the talented painter. The talented painter is the person that the sentence is about. Next one. My lovely mother cooked some delicious food. My lovely mother cooked some delicious food. Who or what are we reading about? The sentence is about my lovely mother. So my lovely mother is the subject of that sentence. Okay, last one. Dogs are the cutest animals. If you know me, if you remember from IP4, that is definitely what I think. So dogs are the cutest animals. Who or what is this sentence telling you about? Okay, the subject is dogs. Okay. Now, the complete subject of a sentence includes all of the words that make up the subject. So the complete subject is sometimes one word, but sometimes several words. So what we've highlighted here, these are all the complete subjects. So, a tall boy runs. A tall boy is the complete subject. That is the whole subject. The talented painter, the whole subject. My lovely mother, the whole subject. I told you before that you are looking for a noun, usually a person, a place, or a thing. So we've got nouns there. We've got boy, we've got painter, we've got mother, we've got dogs. But on some of those sentences, we have words that describe them. So a tall boy. Boy is the main noun, but we have a tall because it gives you information. We've got adjectives about that noun. So all of those words together, they make up the complete subject. Hopefully you'll remember though that we also need to be able to find the simple subject in a sentence. So the simple subject tells you exactly who or what the sentence is about. So we've got that complete subject, but inside the complete subject there's one main important word. One important word that tells you exactly who that sentence is about. So, the first one, the tall boy. A tall boy runs. We know that the complete subject is a tall boy, but if we want to be more exact, who or what is that sentence about? What is the simple subject? What is the most important word in that sentence? So I'm going to give you a second to think, what is the simple subject? Okay. In a tall boy runs, the simple subject is boy. Boy is a noun. So that sentence is about the noun. Like if I say the boy runs, it's giving you the same information. So just a bit less. So simple subject of that sentence is boy. Next one, the talented painter painted a beautiful picture. We've got the subject, the talented painter. What is the most important word? What is the simple subject? Of course, painter. Next one, my lovely mother cooked some delicious food. So we've got the complete subject, my lovely mother, but who or what is the person, the place, the thing, or the animal in that sentence? Of course, mother. Mother, or mum, that is the most important word. That is the simple subject. Now, one important thing to remember, sometimes the subject is only one word. So the last one, dogs are the cutest animal, there's only one word in that subject. We don't have any words describing the dogs. So dogs in that sentence is both the complete subject and the simple subject. So make sure you remember that the simple subject can be one word or more than one word. So the complete subject can be one word or more than one word, but the simple subject, just one word. Okay, next we are going to remind ourselves about the predicate in a sentence. So if you don't already, try to remember what is the predicate in a sentence. Okay, the predicate tells you what the subject does or what the subject is. So we've just learned all about the subject. The predicate tells you what that subject does or is. So when we're looking at words that mean does, we're looking for action verbs. But for is, that is forms of the special verb be. So is, am, are, was, or were, or will be, they tell you what the subject is. So we're not always looking for an action verb. So, same sentences, a tall boy runs. Hopefully you remember what the subject of that sentence is. What tells you what the subject does or is in that sentence? I'm going to give you a few seconds and I want you to tell me what the predicate is. Okay, runs. So we know that the tall boy is the subject. Runs is what the subject does because runs is an action verb. Okay, next one. The talented painter painted a beautiful picture. What is the predicate? Okay, so hopefully you remember what the subject was. The predicate is painted a beautiful picture. So the subject was the talented painter, and what he does is he or she painted a beautiful picture. Okay. My lovely mother cooked some delicious food. What is the predicate? Okay. Cooked some delicious food. Again, we've got the action, cooked, in the past tense, and we've also got some more information, what she cooked. Last one. Dogs are the cutest animals. So what is the predicate? What tells you what the subject does or what the subject is? Hopefully this one's quite easy. Are the cutest animals. Now this one, we don't have an action verb, but it's not always action verbs because predicates tell you what the subject is as well. Remember I said the special verb be. So words like is, am, are, was, were, or will be, they are part of the predicate. Okay, and again, we need to remind ourselves about the complete subject and complete predicate. So, the complete predicate, like the complete subject, it's every single word that makes up that predicate. So it can be one word or several words. Everything that tells you about what the subject does or about what the subject is, that is part of the complete predicate. So, all of the words that we found so far are the complete predicate. Runs, painted a beautiful picture, cooked some delicious food, are the cutest animals. They tell you the complete predicates. But we need to find the simple predicate as well. So, like with the simple subject, we're looking for the most important words. So we're looking for action verbs or forms of that special verb be, because it's the main word that tells you what the subject does. And we'll look at the first one. A tall boy runs. This one should be very easy to find the simple predicate because we've only got one word in the predicate. Runs. Like I said, the simple predicate can be the same as the complete predicate. If you've only got one word, one action, then that is the entire predicate, but it's also the simple predicate. So we only have one important word. So that verb runs is the simple predicate. Okay, next one. The talented painter painted a beautiful picture. What is the simple predicate? So we've got painted a beautiful picture. What is the most important word in that predicate? Hopefully you will have found that the important word, the action, is painted. So painted a beautiful picture. The important part of that is painted. If I forget a beautiful picture, if I just say the talented painter painted, that is still a complete sentence because we have an action. We have that predicate, that simple predicate. Next one. My lovely mother cooked some delicious food. My lovely mother cooked some delicious food. What is the simple predicate in cooked some delicious food? Okay, hopefully you know that the simple predicate is cooked. Again, that's the action. If I just say, my lovely mother cooked, we know what happened in that sentence. Last one. Dogs are the cutest animals. What is the simple predicate? Are. This one doesn't work really on its own, but are is part of the special form, the form of the special verb be. So that is the important simple predicate that we're looking for. Okay, now we're going to talk about fragments. Hopefully you will remember this from your work with Teacher Phil or maybe Teacher Aaron last year. So, if you don't remember from last year, we did this in IP3. So hopefully you remember from 2 years ago, if not last year. So, if a group of words does not have both the subject and the predicate, then it is a fragment. So, rode a blue bicycle. That is a fragment. There's no subject. We don't know who or what rode that blue bicycle. There's no person, there's no thing, there's no animal, there's no place, but a place can't really ride a bicycle. But we don't have enough information. We've got a predicate, but we don't have a subject. So that is a fragment. Next one, a small girl. Again, we might know what the sentence is about, we might have a subject, but we don't know what happens. There's no real information in that sentence. On its own, it is a fragment. There's a subject, but there's no predicate. We don't know what that small girl does or what she is. So on its own, that information is useless. But if we put them together, a small girl rode a blue bicycle. Now we have both a subject and a predicate, so it's a complete sentence, not a fragment. Okay, that is the end of my lecture. Before we go, I'm just going to explain what you need to do next. So, you should be able to see this worksheet. It should say at the top, IP4 English Chapter 1, the sentence, review worksheet, week 1. Now, section 1, very, very easy. Decide whether each group of words is a sentence or a fragment. So like the work that we've just done, a boy named Kevin. A boy named Kevin. Read that group of words and think to yourself, do I have a subject? Do I have a predicate? If the answer to both of those questions is yes, you have a subject and a predicate, then you have a complete sentence. If you do not, if the subject is missing or the predicate is missing, then it's a fragment. So write on this line, sentence or fragment. So that's the same for questions 1 to questions 10. Right, section 2. Read the sentences below, underline the complete subject, and circle the simple subject with a red pencil. So you need to do 2 things here. So first, make sure you got your red pencil. Then look at this sentence, number 11. A fat man ate 7 slices of cake. I want you to find the complete subject and underline it. So we'll do this one together. A fat man ate 7 slices of cake. The complete subject is, you tell me, a fat man. A fat man is the complete subject. That is everything that is part of the subject. Now, underline with your red pencil a fat man. Then, with your red pencil, find the simple subject. So, in a fat man, what is the important word that we need to know? Hopefully, you'll have understood that the important word that tells us who that sentence is about is man. So you will circle man with your red pencil. Do the same for questions 11 to 15. Section 3, very simple, same as section 2, but we're looking for the predicate now. So again, this time I want you to use a blue pencil, underline the complete predicate, and then circle the simple predicate. So we'll do number 16 together. A thin girl ate 2 peas. A thin girl ate 2 peas. Get your blue pencil, underline the complete predicate, and then circle the simple predicate. So, I think you should know that the complete predicate is ate 2 peas. So you'll underline that with your blue pencil. And then, with your blue pencil, you will circle the simple predicate. So we're looking for what the subject does or is, and hopefully you know that that is ate. So you will circle the word ate with your blue pencil. Okay, that is everything that you need to know. Hopefully you will understand that. Hopefully you're looking forward to learning with me next year. I'm looking forward to teaching you all again. I hope that you're all okay. I hope that you're all managing okay during this lockdown. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Make sure you remember to wash your hands, stay safe, don't go outside, and I will be teaching you again next week. Next week we're going to look at the sentence again, but we're going to look at the 4 types of sentence. So between now and next week, I want you to look for your notes from last year in IP4 and remind yourselves what those 4 types of sentence are. So we'll do that next week. Stay safe, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye, IP4.